Have you ever played a map pack demon and thought to yourself, wow, this is just terrible. I could probably make one of these in like 5 or 6 hours. So that's exactly what I did. So just to start off, I'm going to start building like a little mix between TOE and X-Step. I thought it would be cool to kind of like replace half of the bricks with like these diamond crystal blocks. And yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of generic. Then I built some freaky orbs, and you see I put a quadruple spike there, which was a little devious, so I turned it back into a triple spike. And now time to work on the ship part. What I noticed a lot of these like old map pack demons doing their ship parts is like, they just find like one specific structure, and then they just copy and paste the complete shit out of it. I put some pulsing object triggers to make it like oscillate between white and black, so that's kind of cool. Put some dead bushes on the ground, you know, and a little bitty secret coin. Every level's gotta have a secret, you know. This next part is pretty obviously based on Clutterfunk, you know. The resemblance is like uncanny, you know. So you can see me start to build these like curved platforms out of these spikes, but it doesn't end up working. So I just like build flappy kind of stuff, you know. I decided fuck it and make the spikes invisible because who needs to see, you know. This next part I kind of just ripped straight from Silent Cup, you know, but you know, what are you gonna do? You know, when you run out of ideas, you just spam the shit out of some saw blades, and then put a club set monster. And then put some pillars. Time to work on the ball part. This ball's kind of very obviously based on like TOE, but just like a little buffed, you know. I put a couple of fakes, you know, just to troll a little, you know. Then I make it pulse all these crazy colors. You can see I started off with like this red, blue, purple scheme, but then I switched it to like yellow and green. And as you can see, I'm kind of like rotating all the bricks inside of them to like give it a little bit of variation, you know. And I built the second half of the ball, which is more or less the same. Alright, time to work on the maze. Every level's gotta have like its own like little memory section. Not enough for it to qualify as a memory level, but enough that you have to like actually go into practice mode and kind of learn it a little, you know. Now don't get mad at me, but I made the arrows point in the wrong direction.
Really does not have to point to where you're actually going in the level, they just have to point.
Now, I'm testing out a lot of these like weird pulse patterns. I started off like trying to do this grayscale thing, then I tried to do grayscale with a rainbow, and then I tried to do a rainbow, and that doesn't work. Eventually, I just go with like blue and purple. I think it's fine. So obviously you can see me trying to do this like circular block pattern or spike pattern. It doesn't work out, so I try again. I try to do this Clutterfunk block pattern. It sucks. I tore it down very quickly. Try to do the other Clutterfunk style. Yeah, it sucks, so I took it to the gravel pit. So we're using the Electroman connectors, and then we have the club step like 3-layer blocks. I think that's what they're called. Then we put some gears in the sky, we put some water on the ground. Now, I made a pretty big mistake here, as I did with most of the level. What I intended to do was to make this like 1.6 style level, but those spinning orb objects that I put around the portals a lot, they're from 1.7, I didn't realize. It kind of breaks the immersion level, but it's unlikely that the average Geometry Dash player knows which object was made in 1.6 and which was made in 1.7, so whatever. I'm a little mad about it, but you know, what can you do? Then this part's obviously based on X-Step, obviously, because, you know, I felt like that last Street Fly was a bit evil, so I had to nerf it. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire level. Here's the IDs for both 1.9 and 2.2, and let's see the level.